It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I got it. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Protein spill. Get it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Haywood. 31 to right. Wildfield. Wildfield.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Go, go, go.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow. 56. Mike, 56. I 7, let's go. I got you, Pop. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. 180. 54. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Exit. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. And watch the leg.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wilson, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you. 2, fellas. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
15 yards. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
56. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 56. Hey, 43. 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 56. Mike 56. Man.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
That's going to be a long day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Johnson, the intended target.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. First and goal at the 7-yard line. That's the
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
Yeah, let's be sandwich. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
second and goal at the Broncos 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Get your swarm on.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
31's the mark. In your face.
On third down, Wilson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nwosu in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They still playing soccer. Yellow. Y'all playing the wrong football. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Bound to lose one. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here it comes.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Let him know, let him know. Check, 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 check. Christian Travis. 31's the right. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
To throw is Wilson. Gonna throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. I'm trying to clear up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Check. My turn. 56 is the Mike. My turn.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yeah. 15. Mike, 56.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 56. 56, right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 56. Mike's 43, 43. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
And the blitz does come. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go defense. Out to 57. Bang, 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 bang.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check three, check three. Check 31, check 31. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
On second down, it's Wilson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They go play fake. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Wilson trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Yellow. Check 56. 6 man. Hey, 57, 57. Cross, check cross. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Another carry for Wilson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 3. Any weapon.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson. Open man here is Hamilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
On 3rd down, Wilson looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Ridley. Check 9, check 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch twist, watch twist. 36, 36.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
From the 39, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Richards. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
25, check 25.
Wilson with a 1st down carry and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the yellow. Don't get nervous. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 7. Mahomes. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Wilson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yellow. 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike, 56. Yellow. Mike, 56. Check. Kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tie that right. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Wilson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Spine, General West.
Now Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Wilson's pass complete to Chris Godwin. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Slam, slam.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56. Check 56. Hey, I'm coming. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try the left side. Crawford. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And it was the Colts emerging victorious. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
54. Mike 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for Kansas City, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another home.